You know, a lot of people ask, what's this Coach Richard thing all about? Well, you know, through the years, I've done so many different things, from high altitude training camps in the mountains of Arizona, making my first Camp Cameron in Flagstaff, to Santa Barbara, California during the '84 Olympics, where a lot of people came screaming into my place to be able to train and do some things, and the U.S. training camp was there, to Malibu, to Boca Raton, to all over the place, that athletes would tend to migrate to where I was just because of the things that I had accomplished and continued to learn about, and to this day continue to learn about. But it's really migrated to the point today in which Coach Richard is a whole thing about living in an optimal state of energy, of vitality, of vigor, of prosperity. But it's the same principles. You know, one of the things I teach when I go through with athletes is a thing about you can be fit but unhealthy, okay, which is a topic for a completely different day. But let me stress it this way. Look, back in the 80s, we used to laugh about things we called experts, and I keep hearing this experts all over the place these days. Experts say this, experts say this, experts project this, experts say that, experts say that inflation will be transitory. Experts will say you get a jab and you'll be free from infection. Experts say all sorts of things. You know what our definition of experts was? Really, you know what it was? A person, we would say a man, but today we'd say a person who was more than an hour away from home carrying a briefcase. They suddenly became the expert. And, you know, I'd sort of laugh when I started to hear this all over the place. Between that and fact checkers, whoever the heck are these people? I have no idea. Neither do you. It's the same as the advertising. 2 out of 3 doctors recommend. 4 out of 5 dentists say. All it is, you know. There's the old check, that old joke about that 4th dentist keeps hanging out over and over and over again. He won't bend. But the thing being is this, is that if I ever declare myself to be, quote, the expert, I'm freaking delusional. You know, I continue to learn, I continue to study, I continue to question, I continue to look at things that perhaps I accepted in the past that aren't true today, you know, that we thought was true at one point. Okay, those sorts of things are very, very, very relevant to what goes on today. And Coach Richard is all about that whole thing of you moving from a point of what I call debt and desperation and exhaustion and decrepitude to vigor and vitality and energy and prosperity and peace. Yeah, that's what that's all about. But only you can decide you're going to do that. I can't make it. There's no magic anything that way. You decide. You might have to look one day in the mirror and decide that you're not going to be part of the beach ball belly club, maybe even a charter member. I can go look around my little town and I look at all the people. They waddle as they talk, right? They wear the shirt, and, you know, you've got the beach ball belly going on, right? Men, women, it doesn't really matter. And you know what's up is they're on the collision course with personal disaster, and that may be you, and it doesn't have to be you. It absolutely, positively does not have to be you, but you have to decide that you need to reach out and say, I want to do something about that. There is no magic pill. There is no magic anything except the magic of thought. Thoughts are things. Thoughts are the future. Things, the past isn't the future. The actions you can take today will influence the future, and the future isn't here yet, but you know that it's coming, and what are you going to do about it? As I say, you know, experts say this, experts say that, people hang out, I just have to listen to the experts, I just need to pay attention, everybody else is going to take care of me, poor me, I'm just a victim, I'm going to live in a state of victimhood, right, until somebody comes and rescues me. There is no rescuing. You got it? There is no rescuing. Right now, you know that every dollar you earned a year ago is worth 10% less today than it was a year ago, okay, or more. You know that, but you may not want to, you know, internalize that and recognize it and say that's it, because that would now mean it's part of your responsibility. What else are you doing? What else are you doing outside of focusing on how much do I make an hour? Because that is a pathway to disaster. You got it? Disaster. That creates nothing but a machine to continue to pay debt over and over and over and over again, that recurs over and over again. But if that hourly wage dries up, you're screwed. What else are you going to do about the standpoint of aging and realizing that, hey, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 40s. I wake up tired, I got achy bones, my knees hurt, my ankles hurt, my back hurt, that sort of thing. I need to come home and I need to compress with mass quantities of fermented hops. I don't know what you decide that you're going to do. I do know that the future is very bright, extremely brilliantly bright for those folks, and hopefully it's you, for those folks that decide that I am the director of my own destiny. I'm the director of my own destiny. Yes, I need to surround myself with people that can help lead me there till I'm fully competent of continuing on and maybe sharing that journey, sharing what I've learned, put those pieces together. But please, please, please understand that it is a constant journey. There is a thing about critical thinking. There is a thing about being authentically curious. But it really starts a lot with the people you surround yourself with and deciding that you are worth it, that you are worthy, that you are the director of your destiny. You are. Nobody else, no government entity, no so-called expert. You are. And when you decide that, really when you decide that, when you decide that you own the direction of your own life, that you are the captain of your ship, that you are going someplace, yeah, there's going to be turbulent storms. Yeah, nothing's ever completely smooth, not even close. But when you decide that you are the director of your destiny, then you can navigate those choppy waters when they come along and enjoy the calm, tropical breezes of delight of knowing that you've accomplished and knowing that you've contributed. Because that, folks, is the essence of life. And when you decide that you, and only you, are responsible for where you are today and where you're going to go in the future, because you can't do anything about the past, but where you are today and where you're going to go in the future, man, it gets exciting. It gets challenging. There's no question about it. But you're welcome. You're welcome to reach out. You're welcome to ask, what else can I do? How can I do it? But realize this, that nothing gets handed to you on a platter of magic. Okay? There's hard work involved. There's learning involved. But most importantly, there's a tremendous amount of satisfaction involved when you know that, number one, that you are going to move from the standpoint of where you are today to where you really want to be in the future, and two, that the pathway and the help to get there is right in front of you. Right, everybody, enjoy this beautiful July day. Be well. Bye-bye.